Preview.
Sawadee-ka! Good morning, P4/2. How are you today? This is again Teacher JP and welcome back to our Mathematics 4 class. Are you ready for another day? Very good. Let's start. Alright, let us continue our discussion about the numbers greater than 100,000. Are you ready? Let's get through it. Before the main discussion, let us first read our target goals for today. First, I can estimate numbers using the rounding of numbers strategy. So there's only one goal for today is you need to perform after the discussion. Alright? So today we will learn about rounding of numbers. But before that one, let us first do a quick review of our past lesson. If we have boy A and boy B here, and each of them has numbers, let us try to compare these two numbers. What are the words or phrases again that we use to compare numbers? We have how many? We have three words, right? So what are those words again? Less than, greater than, and equal. Again, less than, greater than, and equal. Those are the three main words or phrases that we are using to compare numbers. Right? So here, if we have these two numbers, 190,268 and 90,368, what will be the symbol that we need to use? Remember the crocodile, right? So if you were the crocodile, which number you will eat? Yes, good job. You need to eat the larger or bigger or greater one, right? So, which side? Is it the left side or the right side? You forgot about it? Okay. So the answer here is the left side. So, Teacher JP number 2 will explain again to you how to compare numbers. Listen and please watch the video carefully and then understand what Teacher JP number 2 is saying. Alright? Alright, so I will explain how to compare numbers. Alright? I have here 3 steps. What are those? First is this. We need to line up the numbers. For example, we will compare 56 and 54. Our first step is to line up the numbers. How to line up the numbers? We will just copy 56 on the first layer and then 54 on the second layer. Alright? Okay, that's the first step. Second step is we need to find which is the highest place value. Okay? Our highest place value is, what place value do we have? We have ones and tens. The highest place value with our two numbers is the tens place, right? So we will concentrate on those first two numbers. All right? This one. we have the digits 5 and 5. That's our second step. Our third step is we need to identify if the first two digits are the same or not. Since 5 and 5 are the same, we need to move to the other digits. The thing is, we will move to the right. Where's the right? Yeah, this is the right. So we will move to the right. What are the next two numbers? We have 6 and 4. We will do again the step 3. We need to identify if the two numbers are the same or not. In our ones place, 6 and 4 are not the same. Right? Yes. So, we will just identify which number is greater. Which number is greater? Is it 6 or 4? Can you show me your hands, please? Show me your hands. We have 6 and then 4. So which is greater? Of course, we have 6. Right? So, if 6 is greater, therefore, the whole number, which is 56, is greater than 54. How can we write the symbol? Did you remember how to write the symbol? Did you remember the alligator? Yes, good job. So, the alligator is always eating the largest number. Right? What is largest again? The other word for that one is the biggest or bigger or greater. Alright? So, 56 is greater. So, the mouth of the alligator will eat 56. In symbol, just like this. 56, this the mouth is greater than 54. Alright, so those are the 3 steps on how to compare numbers. Now let's proceed to other examples. Alright, so did you remember now how to do or how to compare numbers? Alright, now let us try some examples. A has 304,516 and boy B has 304,526. So let us follow the steps of teacher JP number 2. We need to find first the greatest place value. Right? Our greatest place value is always the number on the left side. So we have 3 and 3. And then, the third step of teacher JP number 2 is we need to identify if the numbers are the same or not. If they're the same, then we need to move to the other digits to the right. If they are the same again, then just move to the other digits on the right. Right? So we will just follow that steps. So since 3 and 3 are the same, let's move on to 0 and then 0, they're also the same. Let's move to 4. 4, they're also the same. 5 and 5 were also the same. 1 and 2, oops, they are not the same. Therefore, we will stop to those digits. Then, after knowing the main 2 digits that we will use, let us identify which is the greater number among that one. Alright? So, which is greater? Is it 1 or 2? 1 or 2? It's 2, of course. So, the digit with that number 2 will be the greater number. And do not forget, Mr. Alligator is always eating the largest number or the greater number. So, the opening of the mouth is on the right side. Very good. So, we have the symbol which is less than. Good job. So, we have here 304,516 is less than 304,526. Alright, next one. Let's see if you already know. First number, 804,765. 804,765. Let's check their numbers. 8, 8 the same. 0, 0 the same. 4, 4 the same. 7, 7 the same. 6, 6 the same. 5, 5. They are all the same. So what will be our symbol? Yes, good job. This is equal. So those two numbers are equal. Next one. We have the number of the first is 5,804,765. For B, we have 6,804,765. Now let us check the first number from the left. Alright? So we have 5 and 6. Alright, so they're the same. So therefore, we will find or we will identify which of them is greater than the other one. 5 and 6, or 5 or 6, which is greater? 6, correct? So, the number with that digit 6 will be the greater number as a whole. Alright? So, B is greater, so we will use less than. Alright, next. 23,456,901 and 23,245,870. Which number is greater? Let's check. 2 and 2 are the same. 3 and 3 are the same also. 4 and 2. They're not the same. Which is greater between those two? It's 4. Alright, so the left side number will be the greater one. So we will use the greater symbol. Alright. Now, Teacher JP number 2 again will explain how to order or arrange numbers in ascending or in descending order. Alright? So this is just a review. So Teacher JB will help you to remember those things. Ready? Alright, thank you Teacher JB number 2. Now, let us have some examples about that one. First is in ascending order. So we have here 3 numbers and we need to arrange them according to this ascending order. Alright? Now, so Teacher JP says how to order numbers. He said that if you already know how to compare numbers, you also know how to order them. Right? So we will just use also the steps in comparing of numbers. Right? We have rules, alright, to follow in order for us to arrange these numbers completely. Okay? So we have to put first 3 blanks. Alright? In ascending order, we will start with the least number. Good job. Up to the greatest number. Yes. Now, We need to find first which among these three numbers is what we call the least number. We can use the first rule, which is we can count the number of digits, right? Okay, so how many digits we have here? How many digits we have? How many digits we have here? Yes, we have 6. How about here? Yeah, we have 7. Here we have 6. Alright, so here we have 2 6 digits and 1 7 digit. Right? So we need to find first the least number. Since we have 2 6 digits, let us compare those two numbers. Okay? Again, we will start at the left. 1, 2. Alright? So we have here 2 as a digit and another 2. They're the same. If they're the same, we need to move to the other numbers, right? So we have here 3, 3. Oh, they are again the same. So we will just move again to the other numbers. 4 and 3. Okay, so for this time, they are not the same. Okay? Remember, we are finding the least. So we need to see, or we need to compare which of these two numbers, 4 and 3, is lesser, or smaller. Alright? So which is lesser, 4 or 3? Yes, so 3. So therefore, that digit, okay, belongs to this number. So therefore, this number will put here. Alright? Okay. And then how about the greatest? Our greatest number is very obvious. It's because we have a number with 7 digits. So therefore, that will be our greatest. And the remaining number here, of course, will be put at the center. Alright, that is how we can do ascending order. Next, how about if we will arrange these numbers into a descending order? Of course, we need to put 3 blanks. Alright, remember, in descending order, we will start with the greatest number up to the least number. Alright, so we need to find out which of these 3 numbers is the greatest. Okay, let us do the first rule. We need to count their digits. Here we have 6. Here we have 7. Here we have 6. Alright, so here, since we have only one 7 digit, that means this number will be our greatest. Alright, so this number will be our greatest, the 5,782,012. Okay? How about the least? Let us find first the least. Since we have 2 6-digit numbers, we need to compare their digits. Okay, we will start at the left side. So we have 2, 2. Oops, they are the same. What we're gonna do? We need to move on to the other digit. Okay, so we have 3 here and 3 also here. They're the same. Let's move on here, 4 and 3. Not the same. That means we are now able to compare them. Okay? So we are about to find the least. So which is lesser, 4 or 3? 4 or 3? 3, correct. So, this number will go here. Alright? And the remaining number, of course, will go at the center. Easy. So that is just a quick review of our past lesson. Let us now move on to our day 5. Our day 5 is about rounding of numbers. Our day 5 is about rounding of numbers. Okay. So how to round numbers? Where are we gonna use this rounding of numbers? We have here first a vocabulary. Okay, we have only one vocabulary for today, and that is round. When we say round in mathematics, this is to replace an exact number by another number that is close to that number. Okay? In value and easier to use. So for example, we have here 109. If for you 109 is hard to say or hard to think, you can do the estimation or what we call the rounding of numbers, and it will make it 110. It's easy to count. Right? So that is the meaning of round or rounding of numbers. It will replace the exact number into the closest number. Okay? That is easier to use. Now, when do we use rounding of numbers? This is the question. When do we use it? We can use that one, okay, when the question asks you to estimate. So if the question in your book asks you to estimate, okay, that means you are guessing. Estimate, you need to guess. Guess the number, you need to think of another number. Right, that is estimate. So if you are asking by someone or your teacher to estimate a number, that means that is the time you need to use the rounding of numbers. Alright? Number 2. We can also use the rounding of numbers when the question asks about how many. About how many? Okay? About how many, that means you are not sure. Alright? So that is about how many. It's also part of estimation. Okay? What else? When an exact answer is not possible. So there are times that our answer is not possible. Just like in division. Alright? It's not exact. It's not possible to make a whole number. So we will use the rounding of numbers. Lastly, when an answer is difficult to obtain. Alright, so if these 4 are given into an equation or a question, then we will use the rounding of numbers. Alright, the most specific term here is the estimate. Alright, estimate or estimation. So if you're asking to estimate, you will use rounding of numbers. Alright? Take note of these. That's plural. First, okay, this is the steps on how you round off numbers or how you can round off numbers. Alright? First is you need to find your number. Second, look right next door. 3, 4 or less, just ignore. Number 4, 5 or more, add 1 more. This is the steps, okay? We can just, if you want to sing this one, okay, I will give you a tone, alright? Find your number, look right next door, 4 or less just ignore, 5 or more, add 1 more. Again, find your number, look right next door, 4 or less just ignore, 5 or more, add 1 more. That's just to memorize these 4 steps. Alright? It's because you will gonna use these 4 steps in rounding of numbers. Alright? So just follow what I did. You can replay the video for you to follow my singing. Alright? But if you don't want to follow my singing, it's up to you. Okay? You can memorize it by yourself. Right? Now, Teacher JP number 2 will help you to understand how to round numbers. Alright? So I will play a video, listen, and watch Teacher JP number 2. He will explain everything. Okay? Let's play. Now, I will explain how to do or how to round numbers. Ready? Alright. So for example, I have here a question. My question here is, round these numbers to the nearest thousands place. Alright? So our main question is we need to find the numbers in thousands place. For example, 2,348. Let us first do the first reminder. The first reminder is we need to identify the given place value. Our given place value is thousands, right? Thousands. If you will count on your fingers using the place value words, we can say that it must be on the 4th digit, right? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So thousands is on the 4th digit. Alright? So if we will do it, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So our given number is 2. Okay? So I will put 2 here below. Now, our second reminder is we need to identify the number on its right side. Where's the right side of 2? Is it here or here? Yes, on this side, right? So, what is that number? That number is 3. So we already identified the number beside it. Okay? The third is if this number is 4 below, that means 4, 3, 2, 1, we need to ignore. What does that mean? That means we will not add 1 on this number. We will just ignore. So we will just copy 2 as it is. Alright? But if the number here is from 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then we need to add 1 on this given number. Did you understand? Alright, now, since our given number is 3 and this one is part of this. Therefore, we will not add 1. Okay? So after doing those 4 reminders, you need to transform or change these numbers on the right side into 0. Alright? So after copying the given number, we will change these numbers into 0. So therefore, 2,000 is the number, if you will round off this number into a thousands place. Alright? Number 2. What if our number is this? 58,659. 58,659. Alright? So remember, our given place value here is thousands place. Thousands place. So we need to identify first the given digit in thousands place. Let's start with 9. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So our number in thousands place is 8. Right? Now, what's the next one? We will write the number or the given number, 8. How about the 5? How about the 5? Okay, this is another rule, okay? If there are numbers, or if there is a number on its left side, here, left side, you will just copy those. Just copy. Alright? So if this one is 5, then just copy also 5. Again, all the numbers on the left side, you will just copy. All the numbers on the right side, you need to change into 0 after you do the rounding of number strategy. Alright? Now, since we have here given 8, our next reminder, number 2, is we need to identify the number that is beside 8 or the right side of 8. Okay? And the number on its right side is 6. Where is 6? Is it in ignore or plus 1? When we say ignore, the number must be 4, 3, 2, or 1. In plus 1, the number must be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So where is 6? Is it ignore or plus 1? Yes, in plus 1. So, 8, since we need to add 1, 8 will become 9. Right? What is 8 plus 1? 8 plus 1 is 9. So 8 will become 9. And then what will happen to these 3 numbers on the right side? They will become 0. Alright. Now, let us see more examples in our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so Teacher JP already discussed how to do rounding of numbers. Now, let us try to answer some of these questions. Number 1, we have A and B. Okay? So in number 1, our specific place value is nearest hundreds. 100. So, first things first, we need to find the number. Right? That is what Teacher JP says. What is the given number? We need to find the digits in the hundreds place. So in A, our hundreds place is ones, tens, hundreds. So we have 4. Correct? After finding that given digit and that place value, let us now do the rounding of numbers. Okay? Remember the third step? Oh, second step I should say. Our second step is we need to see, okay, the number on the right side of the given number. So the right side number is 3. Okay? Step 3, if the number here is 4 and below, that means 4, 3, 2, 1, what will we do? We will just follow 4. Am I right? Yes. Alright. And then if this number is 5 or more, just like 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then we will plus 1 here or add 1. Correct? Now, so let us identify. This is 3. 3 is less than 4. So therefore, we will not add 1 here. We will just copy. Okay? Again, Teacher JP says, all the left side numbers, we will just copy also. So we will just copy 5, 9, 2, and 4. And these two numbers will become 0. Correct? So we have the answer. 592,400. 5924, just copy, and the two numbers 0, 0. Right? Okay, so I will give you time to answer B. I will give you only 10 seconds. Alright? Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's already time's up. I already count 11. Okay. So what will be our given number here? Or the hundreds place digit? Very good. It's 8. Now, so what will be the rounding off form of this number? Wow, good job. So we have 7,612,900. Right? Since this one is greater than 4, so we will plus 1 here. Correct? Okay, number 2. Our number 2, our given is thousands place. Okay, so I will give you, this one is 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Alright, so answer D, A, and B. Ready? And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20. Alright, time's up. Now, what is the digit where its place value is thousands place? Here is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So we have 5. Okay. And then on its right side, we have 8. 8 is greater than 4. So we will plus 1 here. So our answer will become 236,000. Did you get it correctly? Very good. Okay, letter B. Our given number is 9. Good job. 9 has a number beside it, which is 1. 1 is less than 4, so we will not add 1 to 9. Correct? So we will just follow 659, and then the 3 numbers here will become 0. Easy. Easy, right? Good job, everyone. Now, let us summarize our learnings for today. Today, we learn how to estimate numbers. How to estimate numbers again? We need to use the rounding of numbers strategy. Now, how to do or how to round numbers again? We need to follow the 4 reminders, right? Our first reminder is you need to find the place value digit of the given. Second, you need to see or you need to identify the number on its right side. Third, if the number on its right side is 4 and less, that means you will ignore. You will not add 1 to the given number. But if the number beside it is 5 and up, you need to add 1 on our given number. That is all for today. I hope you learned something, and then see you again for our day 2. Bye! ขอบคุณครับ